Hey guys, today I wanted to show you my go-to eye look that I've been doing quite a bit lately. It's just a really blown out brown smoky eye. I'm probably going to do something similar to this for my wedding, to be honest. So if you want to see how I created this look, just stay tuned, keep on watching, you know all the things. This is the palette that I'm using to create this look today. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions about anything, I go over, I hope, everything in the video that you want to know, but if there's something that I've missed, please let me know and I'll tell you all about it. I think I'm going to start by going over my lid with the shade called Balance. It's just a matte sort of vanilla shade. First, I'm going to pat out any creases on my eyelids for my concealer, and that is what I use to prime my eyelids as concealer. So I'm just going to take this dense sort of packing brush. It's from Real Techniques, I think from the Bold Metals collection several years ago. And then I'm just going to pat that all over, and I like to do that to set my eyelids. And then I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush and go into the shade called Purpose. And then I'm just going to tap a little bit of the excess off. And first I'm going to go all across my crease in a patting motion, and then I'm going to go back in windshield wiper motions and sometimes little tiny circles and blend that out. I'm going to do that on both eyes. So just keep blending until there's no more harsh lines. I'm going to build up that color just a little bit on both eyes, just to deepen it up, because we're going to lose some of the color when we go in to make a more dense color in the crease. So we're going to lose some of that on the outside. So I just want to make sure there's enough built up. Then I'm going to take a smaller crease brush and go into those two shades there. The brown shade is called Comfort, and then the sort of deeper mauve shade is called Home. And I just like the way these two go together for this look. So I'm just going to tap back and forth between the two. And with this smaller crease brush, I'm just going to go a little bit lower than where we started to set up our crease before. And I'm going to go in with the same types of motions. I'm going to sort of pat the color all over through the crease, and then I'm going to go back and forth with windshield wiper motions. And I'm also going to start to drag that onto the outer third of my eyelid. Then I'm going to go in with a sort of small dome-shaped brush, and I'm just going to go into that dark brown shade. And I'm going to put some of that color on the belly of that brush and also on the tip of the brush. And this is going to just deepen up my crease even further. So again, I'm packing that on the outer third of the lid, and I'm also going to bring that even lower in the crease just to deepen things up. And when you're blending for your crease, if you're going from light to dark, you don't want to go completely over the area where you put your lightest color. You want to slowly go lower and with smaller and smaller brushes. So here's a smaller brush even still. I'm going to go back into that dark brown shade, and this time I'm going to go on the inner corner of my eye, like the inner third of my lid, because we're going to set up to do sort of a halo eye look. And a halo eye look is where you have a pop of shimmer or sparkle on the center of the lid, and then shades all around kind of outlining the shimmer for a halo effect. So doing the same motions here, just with a smaller brush, packing it on and then sort of blending it onto the lid a little bit. I'm not going completely over the whole eyelid. I'm just going to the inner third, and sort of as I go, I lighten the pressure so it sort of feathers. Then I'm going to go back in with our initial crease brush and crease color and just reinforce that color, because like I said, we're going to lose some of the color with the blending. So I just want to bring that a little further in. I decided I wanted more of that color on the inside of my lid. Okay, now I'm just checking to make sure everything is evenly blended. I'm going to go back in with that tiny little brush that we used before And I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. Just going in with that first crease shade that we use called Purpose. I'm going to blend that out. Now, like I said, this is a blown out kind of a smoky eye. So if you're not comfortable dragging your color down that far, you don't have to drag it down as far as I do. I just like it really blown out. I feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit bigger. And then I'm also going to kind of tap on the outer corners just to make sure that the shades are connecting. And this will all come together once we add mascara and eyebrows. It's going to look a little bit funny until we get it all finished. Then I'm going to tap back and forth between the brown and the mauve shade and do the same thing. But I'm not going to blow it out as much. These shades in this palette are very pigmented, so sometimes you might have to tap off a little bit, but I do not experience any fallout with these shades. And then I'm going to go in with this super old Wet n Wild brush. It's like a flat shader brush. It's synthetic. And I'm just going to sweep that into the shade up here. And that shade that I tapped into is a really pretty bronze color. It's called Faith. And you can make this color even more intense than it already is if you put on a sort of a eyeshadow base, tap that on really lightly and then go over that, or you can go into the shadow and then spritz your brush with some water or some setting spray, and that'll make it pop even more than it already does. Or you can go in with your fingertip. So I'm just putting that on the center of our lid there, and then I'm going to go into this other shade here. I think it's called Grace. And I'm just going to put that directly over my pupil. And that's just going to bring even more light to the center of the eye. It's going to make your eye look a little more rounded. I just really think it pops. This will look beautiful on any eye color. So I'm just going to do that on both eyes here. You can still get this Wet n Wild brush. Sometimes I find it at the Dollar Tree, or you can get it at Walmart. Then I'm going to go in with this teeny tiny Real Techniques brush into the lighter shade we used on our lid, and I'm going to take that on the center of my lower lash line just to mirror what we did on the top. And this is just a dry brush. Again, you could wet the brush after you dip into the shadow. Make sure you do it after you dip into the shadow, or you can like use your pinky. And then I'm going to take that teeny tiny brush again. I wiped off any shadow that was on there before. And I'm going to dip into the shade called Bliss. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. It's super beaming. It's very similar to our highlight that we have. So if you wanted to try the highlight, you could just get this eyeshadow palette and you have something very similar. And you can also use shades in this palette. I've done it before. I've used shades for bronzer, blush, highlight. You can use the initial shade called Balance, that matte vanilla shade, if you're my skin tone or lighter, and use it as an under eye setting powder as well. And then I'm also going to take that shade called Bliss and highlight my brow bone, and then just kind of blend that out with the first brush that we used, so it's not a harsh line. And then I'm just going to go in with a liquid eyeliner. You can use any liquid eyeliner. We also have a liquid liner. I've gone through 2 of them. I just have so many from BoxyCharms and Ipsy that I'm trying to use what I have before I buy any more. So I'm just making a really, really thin line. This just helps to make your lashes look a little bit fuller. I'm not going to do falsies today. I'm just going to put on mascara. So just making a really, really thin line. Eyeliner takes practice, and eyeliner can smell fear. So you have to be confident when you're going in with your liquid liner if you're not used to putting it on. I've been putting it on since I was in high school, and we're not going to talk about how long that was. Then I'm just going in with some clear brow gel. You can use any clear brow gel. I think this one is the Control Freak one from NYX. And then this is our mascara. It's Pump It Up Maggie. It has castor oil in it. I've been using it since November, and my lashes have grown in volume and in length significantly. My lashes used to be like as long as my lower lashes and about as full. So I wasn't working with a lot. So I'm going to go in with, I think I went in with 3 coats of this today since I wasn't wearing falsies. But even after 1 coat, you're going to see a huge difference. All of our products are vegan, cruelty-free. This mascara is made in Italy. See the difference there? My lashes are so blonde. It doesn't even look like I have anything until I put this mascara on. And it is so black. I do not experience any flaking or smudging with this mascara. Here's our second coat. And then I'm going to go in with the third coat because I can't stop myself. So I just wiggle at the base of the lash and then drag it up through. And for each coat of mascara, I only dip into the tube one time. And then here I'm just reinforcing the curl. Okay, and that is the finished look. I wanted to show you everything all put together. I also wanted to show you, can you see how long my lashes are? I used to have stubbly little, like my top lashes used to be as long as my bottom lashes. And I've been using that mascara since November with the castor oil. Look how long they are. They're so pretty. I don't even feel like I need to wear false lashes today. I mean, I want to, like, in my bones, I want to wear false lashes because I love them, but I don't need to. I think they're pretty without anything extra. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to see. Here's my fingernails. If these are still available, I don't know that these are, but there's all kinds. There's new ones all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have an awesome day. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And come back next time for more tutorials. So awkward. Hang on. So, yeah. So, like, take care, bye.